All right, y'all. Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 7, Dynasty, Diamonds, and Drama. My apologies for being extremely late. I've had these notes since Monday. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I had these notes since Monday. Anyway, yeah. So here we go. Y'all, the episode picks up with Kelly and Portia still arguing. Portia says to Kelly, girl, you tried to scissor me. And Kelly was like, girl, hell no, I didn't try to do that. You lying on me. Paraphrasing, y'all. I'm just paraphrasing. So Portia get in a confessional and talk about how much she got a platinum cooch, but she still taking a whole bath. I just wanted to point that out because I thought it was funny. I actually thought it was funny how she explained it, but I don't know. I don't like Portia, but she make me laugh sometimes. So Cynthia goes into the bathroom to check on Pinky because Pinky is, and only because she's been drinking all of those tequila. I don't know if they had shots, but she has been drinking, and the only thing she had on her stomach was some French fries. So Cynthia said in her confessional, that's why you have to be nice to people because you never know when you're going to need them. And I'm just like, y'all just really going to go with this narrative that this lady was being aggressive and all of this. And I'm sorry, y'all. I don't see it, but whatever. If y'all say she was being aggressive, then the lady was being aggressive. I had no argument over here. So anyway, Cynthia comes back to the table. And so Drew tells Cynthia, be careful with those oysters. And I want to say she repeated it. And Portia said, well, let me look at those oysters. And she said, she was like, let me check. She said, what did she say? Oh, she said that vagina is, I'm sorry, y'all. That vagina, I can say that. That vagina is clean and this vagina has a scent. And so when she said that, K. Michelle looked up and her face turned and her head went this way. Because, she's triggered. She's triggered. And again, Kelly just got through from calling this lady chili cheese Frito pie, about her. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So, Shamia, checks on K. Michelle. She asks, is some things you want to say? Shamia checks on K. Michelle. And she was like, listen, it's some things I want to say, but I won't. So Shamia tells her this is a safe space. And she said, this is not, and it's not. Let's be clear. This is not a safe space. She said, my intentions was not to have that conversation. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Portia says that it was not her intention to have the conversation on the bus with Kelly. And I'm looking at her, but you had the conversation on the bus with Kelly. Girl. Anyway, you had the conversation only because y'all let Angela drag y'all in this argument, but it wasn't even Angela. All she did was lit the match. Y'all decided y'all wanted to argue. So again, I ain't gonna even put that on Angela. So Drew asked Kay what had her feeling a certain way. So Kay, she was like, well, can I talk to you or whatever? And Drew was like, sure. Bye, girl. So Kay tells Drew, she keeps saying, you keep saying I know Black is my friend, and she was like, the only reason I know him is because he be in my DMs. And then he, not only is he in my DMs, he's also liking my sister stuff. I got a whole husband. I don't know nothing about that man. Girl, I guess, girl. Anyway, K. Michelle said in her confessional, the people in Atlanta are saying that Drew is trying to connect her to Black. I guess like she's some type of jump off. I don't know. So Drew said, I don't know where this is coming from. She said to Kay one time, I only said it to you one time and I didn't repeat it, or I didn't say it multiple times. She didn't know Black was in her. Like, I didn't know Black was in your DMs. She asked, was he flirting? Kay said he was throwing hearts under her pound cake. She said, well, he can be in your DMs because he's single and, he's single. Fine. Girl, like, I'm so confused. I'm confused between this conversation and the argument her and Drew had the next morning. I'm going to say this. This whole Drew and Kay situation, I'm going to say this with my whole chest. I think Portia started it. I don't know what the hell Portia said. And I don't know, at the time she was always meeting with Kay. I don't know if she was still mad at Drew. Because y'all know we just came off the season where she was pissed off at Drew. So I don't know if that was part of the reason. And then I don't know about Shamia, but I'm pretty sure maybe Shamia and Kelly probably be talking about Drew too. I can see that because they both are in conflict with Drew. Shamia, yeah, but they're in conflict with Drew. So I don't know. I am thoroughly confused. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Anyway, Shamia, raggedy ass, sitting on the end, doing what she always do, being passive aggressive, but can't speak up for herself. Like, I get people out here taking up for Shamia, and there are times y'all know I would take up for Shamia, but this was some bullshit. You couldn't even turn and say whatever you wanted to say, but whatever. Shamia said it takes 5 minutes to make a man happy. She's been on the phone with him for hours. You have to care about somebody. You have to care that he's in somebody's DMs. And Kay tells her, stop doing that. And I wasn't mad at that. And this is where the other part of my confusion comes. Because you seem like you wanted to have a kumbaya with her. I don't understand. Anyway, Drew says Shamia is whispering. She was like, she was down there whispering stuff to Kay. I really don't know what she's saying. Shamia makes a face and Kay I guess Kay, I don't know. Anyway, everybody get up and leave. They had a conversation. I guess it's supposed to be squashed. It's whatever at the moment. They get up, they leave, and everybody leaves out. Kay tells Shamia, I'm trying to have a kumbaya moment with Drew, and you were being shady towards Drew. Shamia asks, she was like, oh, with who? This the stupid shit we be talking about. Like, I don't like Portia, but this is probably why Portia don't respect Shamia. But whatever, because I don't like both of them hoes anyway. So anyway, she said, I'm never going to be cool or make up with Drew if she keeps being shady. Shamia said if she throws digs at me, I'm going to throw them back. Shamia, she didn't say anything to you. She didn't talk to you. Like, that's why I don't want to do this. This shit is pissing me off already. Next day, this was some more bullshit. Anyway, Kay comes to the table. She was upstairs for a while. Phaedra went to go check on her. Why the fuck is Phaedra still here? Anyway, Phaedra goes upstairs to check on her. She comes downstairs. She didn't say much. Everybody's like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you this? And she was like, So Angela, listen, Angela get on my nerves sometimes, and I like Angela, but she was like, you said that you don't feel safe, like, so Angela asked her that question, and K Michelle started to cry. So everybody went rallying around her, and Angela was like, this motherfucker, like, she didn't say that, y'all. It was her expression. It was her stooping down, like, this some bullshit right here, like, I don't know, but that's what it looked like. And y'all know production always have a way. So she said, K Michelle said, y'all can say y'all care, but y'all plotting on people and trying to do stuff. Portia said, listen, tell me what's going on. And she said, and I don't know if she said this in her confessional. Y'all help me out because I don't remember. She said that they're plotting on her. She got a call last night. Somebody told her last night that they were plotting on her. And I'm watching. Okay, let me tell y'all what I saw. So as K Michelle was venting, everybody was around her. Drew was making these faces. She looked at Angela. And you couldn't see it that well, but I'm looking. And it looked like she made a face and looked down at, because she was standing over Shamia. She looked like, like signaling Angela, like, now you need to question this hoe. And did like that. So then that's when Angela addressed Shamia about facial expressions. Now I'm going to say this. Everybody makes a facial expression. First of all, the main three people who would give you facials is Phaedra, Drew, and Shamia. I mean, no. Yeah. Those three. But anyway, Shamia said this group fabricates and manipulates. They like, plotting. Oh, no, I think that was in the next one about plotting and scheming. I don't know. But I am going to say this. Because you sitting here acting like you so damn above, but if Portia was your friend, you would be over there plotting and scheming with them too. Let's be so fucking for real. Okay? Quiet, sing along. Quiet, sing along. Okay? Anyway, but I was with Shamia. She was like, listen, my friend told me stuff in confidence. I didn't want to say anything because it wasn't my. She didn't say. I'm just paraphrasing. This not my place. This just wasn't my business to tell. Fine. And that's another thing, Angela. Shamia don't really owe you an explanation about why she didn't talk to Kate and why she making facial expressions like that. She don't owe you that. She don't owe you that. So Kay, everybody. Okay. Before that, I guess Shamia went back to her room. She felt the way because she don't want to be looped in whatever, if they think she's in Kay's ear or whatever. So she don't want to be accused of that because she feels like she's been accused of a lot of things. And I already told y'all, I think last episode, I have been watching Shamia's face, and it's not like it comes off as an aggravated type look, like I'm annoyed, I'm aggravated, I can't wait till this season over type of. That's what I get from Shamia. And again, we only get what production shows us. Okay, that's it. We get what we get. So then Kay addressed the black comment. Drew said the same thing she said last night. So at this point, those two about to come to blows. Oh, I'm missing a whole piece. Shamia round up everybody with her booty and her bathing suit. And I was like, because I strive. Bitch, you look good. Okay. So I wasn't mad at it. But Portia, was that Portia that was saying she felt like she was the center of it? I don't know. Hold on. All right, y'all. Here you go.
I do have one question while we all are in the room. So, Kay, when you mentioned it at the table this morning, that somebody's plotting. I said, well, how? In what way? Like, what do you mean? And you were like, Jamia telling Kay stuff so that Kay can be maybe feeling some way about me. All roads point to me. I'm the root, whatever. So I'm sitting there like, well, damn. Feeling like they've had a little team meet.
All right. All right. So Kay felt like, well, somebody called Kay and told her that Drew was plotting on her about the black situation. And Phaedra, I specifically heard her say Phaedra and Portia was kind of plotting on her about the situation that old boy tried to play on her top with some years ago. She did say that. She also said that they were supposed to talk to her at the dinner table. I guess, I don't know if this was like hazing. I don't know if they were supposed to ask her. But the conversation was supposed to happen at the dinner table. And it didn't. The only thing she talked about, and that's what I'm saying, I'm so confused because you got, I don't know. I'm so confused, y'all. I'm so confused. But what threw K Michelle off is when Portia spoke about those what is it, y'all? Those oysters. And low key, I would have been like, what does that mean? But also, you need to say something. If you felt like, say what it was. Say exactly what it was. But I guess she didn't want to, because I will say this. When you ask somebody, when you approach somebody, hey, we good? Or hey, do we have an issue? Or is it something you want to talk about? People have a way of fucking lying. And I'm mad. I'm frustrated because that aggravates me. If I see that your actions doesn't match your answers, then I can't with you, because you can't even keep it real with me. But she could just be overreacting. She said she wasn't healed. She said, she did say that. And a lot of things are triggering her right now. And I want her to get what she needs. I feel like she is a good addition on the show. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, she needs to leave. No, she's good. Part of me feels like this is more of a production, somebody from production, somebody's told somebody that she know. I don't know, because another thing she said, she don't really, Atlanta is a place where she don't have many friends. She didn't say that verbatim, but she don't really mess with the people in Atlanta based on what they've done to her. I'm not gonna never deny whatever experience or whatever she's feeling at the moment. I just wish she had said something. I wish she would have given more clarity. But she did give clarity. Let me say that. She gave clarity to the other ladies. And now, I see her and Portia beefing on Twitter. The ladies had a discussion upstairs. The other ladies had a discussion outside. So, we see that there's this huge divide. And we know that these things never work out. My hope, and we still have hope because we are only in episode 7. My hope, at least, is that the ladies can get this situated. I didn't want to do this only because when I hear plot and scheme, my ringers go up and I immediately get annoyed. With Portia and Phaedra's history on ousting people and doing bullshit to people, it is not far-fetched that y'all wanted to set this lady up. Drew, I feel two ways about it. I do feel like you could be going along with these ladies because you want to be in the in crowd, and y'all know I like Drew, but y'all know I'm not above correcting everybody. Just because you want to be a part of the crowd, you're going to go along to get along. But based on what we've seen from Drew, She hasn't said anything but what she said that one time. And that's the only thing I could go with. I'm not going to sit here and do no think pieces. I'm doing all that. As I stated in the beginning, or did I think I changed that video. It can go either way. I just hope that they're not plotting on this damn lady. That definitely would be fucked up. And you add to the trauma of her experience on being on the show. That's all I'm saying. Shamia, I really, this the whole thing about Shamia. I don't really have a problem with Shamia or Kelly this season. K. Michelle annoys me a little bit, but I don't have a problem with anybody. Excuse me. I just think some of the things that they're doing is a bit annoying, but that's what you get. That's what you're going to get on these shows. So you take what you can get and you don't throw a fit. Got it. Shamia keep saying that Angela and Drew are the reason for the demise of her friendship with her and Portia. Ma'am, if that's what you want to make yourself believe, I really strongly feel like you are really pissed off at Drew because she is now friends with Portia. And you are still on the outs with Portia. And that's another thing. With Drew, how are you good with Portia and you're not even good with Shamia? And Portia did and said the most. Shamia was just really backing Portia up. I'm so confused, y'all. Another thing that I did not say. You got into it with Drew. Because Drew got up. Fine. You don't get up on me. So they started going back and forward. But you said Phaedra and Portia. And I'm going to give you great. Well, no. You said Phaedra and Portia also had hand in this plot and scheme. But you never even addressed them. But she also said that I guess she'll address it once everybody returned back. And then Cynthia said that they all needed to get dressed for the situation tonight. So Drew tells Cynthia she needed to miss the gala because... Why did she miss the gala? Because she said she had a headache. I don't think she wanted to deal with K. Michelle. I think that was a lot for her. I don't know, but Drew... Girl, I said, my God, somebody get Drew. But then she actually showed up to the gala. Production probably was like, go on and go, get your clothes on, you gotta go. And she showed up when it was over. And that was just the end of the episode, y'all. And I was like, why? I just want to be able to watch this show where the people can have camaraderie. I don't know why I get so annoyed so easy, and I apologize about that. But that's all I got. I'm so confused. I want to see her have a conversation with Portia and Phaedra, but it seems like her and Portia are fighting, and Phaedra is going to skate her way. She's going to, not be held accountable for the alleged plot and scheme. That's what it's looking like to me. Yeah, that's all I got. I need some tequila, and I don't even like tequila. Okay, I need a shot of tequila. All right. Anyway, I have a lot going on this week. I have so many things in between work, videos, appointments, changes around my apartment. I just have 1,001 things going on, y'all, and I just really need y'all to bear with me. Bear with your girl. I'm rolling through it. And that's all I got. And again, I say thank you, and thank you. Okay, this is your girl Kiwan reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.